Hey guys! Whether you're someone who spends a lot of money on the same game every year, or you're someone who shies away from such practices, you would have had this past Friday marked down in your calendar. Why? Because FIFA 20 went on sale around the world. With Real Madrid's newest star Eden Hazard on the cover, eSports is back with its best game. And we've prepared a special top 10 just for its release. We can't wait to talk about the game and the changes we expect to see. Changes that go beyond the cover, which, let's be honest, surprised none of us. Well, maybe someone. Here's our top 10 list of things we can't wait to see and do in FIFA 20. Today's video is brought to you by NordVPN. Use the link in the description and save 70% off a 3-year plan. Switch to NordVPN to protect yourself today. Improved ball physics? Really? We don't know what to think about this one. Apparently, ball spins and bounces will now be hyper-realistic. Okay, let's get this straight. We've had to wait for FIFA 20 just for ball movements to see more real? If that's the case, what have we been looking at all these years? The soccer ball has been spherical since its inception, and we've had to wait until the freaking year 2020 to experience hyper-realism? However, we must admit the videos of this change do look great. This is one of the new features that we're definitely going to exploit in this edition. In real football matches, we usually miss out on those 1 versus 1 opportunities. But in FIFA 20, we can now fulfill our need for these kinds of situations in all our matches. We're already dreaming about the best way to organize and position our teams to make these moments happen. But before you go trying to make magic happen, check out your players' stats and make sure they have high enough dribbling skills. Because otherwise you're going to end up seeing some very bad players trying to do things that they aren't supposed to do. And just like in real life, when you lie in your CV, just show up to an interview and have no idea what you're talking about, things can get awkward, right? Well, the same goes for FIFA. Because there are teams that only exist in FIFA and the licenses are a real pain in the ass to get, Juventus is going to be called Piemonte Calcio in FIFA 20. Wait, what? Why? Because Castello's creators beat FIFA to the punch and pulled out their checkbook, acquiring the exclusive rights to the current Italian Serie A champions. And what about the Juventus players? What happens to them? Absolutely nothing. They will have the same names, faces, and the same team chemistry. The only difference is the amount of money that was involved in making sure Piemonte Calcio doesn't have the shield of the name of Juventus. All we know is that we like a bit of video game competition and carnage, and we can't wait to play with this great new team. Scoring is pretty important, and so is celebrating the goals you make. So it's time to watch YouTube tutorials and write down the infinite number of combos that make scoring goals totally worth it. But don't try to make it too complex. We saw combinations that were more difficult than mathematical equations that have saved lives. But what's your favorite combo? And of course, this is all assuming that you're good enough to actually score in FIFA. And if you're not, why are you playing? If you're one of those people who spends hours on the menus, then you'll probably be interested in knowing what you'll be listening to while trying to make the best possible team. Let's be honest, in this department FIFA never disappoints, and Major Lazer, Rosalia, Ozuna or Don Diablo are just a few of the artists that will be lending their voices and music to this year's soundtrack. We'll see how this year's tracks stack up, but one thing's for sure, none of them will ever reach the same level as Blur's song number 2. The song that opened FIFA 98 and left its mark on a generation. Oh, what a game that was! It was FIFA's road to the World Cup and included things like futsal. Oh, what memories! It was definitely one of the best FIFA games ever made. Every game has its glitches, and FIFA 20 probably won't be any different. Despite months and even years of working on improving every possible aspect of the game, there were still a couple of funny mistakes that forced players to stop the game, record it in replay mode and then upload it online. Players who passed the advertising, penalties stopped before being taken, people playing Kate Winslet on the Titanic,
I'm flying.
we could spend hours watching all of these glitches. How many discussions have you been in and how many friendships have ended thanks to this infamous way of scoring goals? There's nothing more infuriating than playing FIFA and having someone make a play like this online. And then do make you re-watch it. Because the bastard wants to rejoice in their pathetic excuse for a goal. The only thing that justifies these moments is when you get to give it right back to them. So before everyone goes FIFA 20 crazy, this is a global call out to everyone. Everyone, can we please just stop making these sweaty goals? We're better than that. We have honor and skills. When higher than expected player ratings were revealed, EA Sports was thrown into the spotlight by many of its fans and even a few players. Even Sergio Reguilon got involved in one of the ratings. Sevilla's defender wrote this tweet: "He just can't understand how being the 6th fastest player in the Spanish league equates to a speed score of just 78. Jadon Sancho, a Dortmund player, also complained about his rating. He was given a 77 in passing. And his complaint is justified. The 19-year-old Brit is one of the top assistants right now, and his passes are one of his strongest points. Are there any ratings you disagree with? Let us know in the comments. The number of times you hang out with friends can usually be tied to whether or not there's a FIFA match involved. So we're pretty happy about this news. FIFA 20 will let you play with friends both online and offline, so no matter where you are, you can lovingly insult your best friends. Classic phrases like "this joystick is broken" or the "haha, I've let you score, now I'm going to get serious" will be heard even more often now, accompanied by tons of laughter and fun. FIFA Volta. It's without a doubt the main improvement and the most attractive update in FIFA 20. Street football returns to the saga with Volta. They've been developing it in secret for a long time now and the results are looking great. There will be no substitutions or injuries or cards or offsides, just like it used to be in European football before the virtually assisted referee existed. We'll be able to create our avatars and play alongside the best players. The number of hours we're going to spend in this long-awaited mode won't be small, that's for sure. But with that said, we can't wait to finish this script so we can get home and play our own copies of FIFA 20. Are you one of those people who wait an hour in line just to have a physical copy of the game? How many friendships have you ended over a bad game of FIFA? How many partners have left you wanting to play just one more match? Do you have friends who keep scoring sweaty goals? Tell us in the comments, because we're all about sharing our hardships and victories. Want to play a game against us? Like this video because we might just challenge you to a match. But no sweaty goals allowed.